To talk to our correspondent in Madrid, Sarah Morris, who joins us now from there. Sarah, just explain to us then why this has suddenly come up.
Well, we have to remember that Pedro Sanchez, the socialist prime minister, is in a minority government, and he's hoping and has been asking and receiving support from smaller regional parties, including the left-wing Catalan nationalists. And many of the cynics think that this is a payoff for some of the deals that he's been able to do with the Catalan nationalists. Now, Pedro Sanchez says that it is his time for forgiveness. He said that this is a move to try to pave the path of reconciliation. Those independence leaders, some of them have already served out their sentences. Some of them are about 3.5 years through sentences ranging between 9 and 13 years. And the Prime Minister says that this pardon could help provide harmony. He says that that is within the spirit of Spain's constitution, and it could get things moving again in Catalonia. There is an independence government in Catalonia still, and the leader, Per Aragonés, the head of the Catalan government, is perceived as being somebody who could be more amenable to a brokered solution with the central government. He's said to be believed to not be in favour of the unilateral solution that was, of course, used back in 2017 when the region unilaterally held a referendum, pushed ahead with independence despite the ban by the courts, and then declared a new republic. And the Catalan nationalists have said that they will sit down with the Spanish government to come up with some kind of solution to what they see as the problem there.
So what's been the reaction then to the decision, Sarah?
The reaction has been criticism really from both sides because the Catalan nationalists have already said that this is too little. They have said that they would want a complete amnesty. That would mean no court action for any of the charges that have been brought against members of the Catalan government or the independence leaders for instance, using public money to further their cause. They also want, for instance, all those exiled members of the Catalan government, as they see him, notably Carles Puigdemont, who was the Catalan president at the time of that independence bid, to have charges dropped against them. And they are still calling for an independence referendum. Now, the Spanish conservative opposition, the Liberals, say that this is essentially giving impunity to people who tried to carry out a coup d'etat in the northeastern region. And they say that those Catalan nationalists are not repentant. Some of them have said that they would do it again, and it paves the way for another breakaway bid. We know from some of the polling that this measure is pretty unpopular. About 6 out of 10 Spaniards are against it, including some socialist voters. So it's a difficult decision for Pedro Sanchez. He's staking some political capital on it, and we may see people back on the streets, as we saw in a previous weekend, tens of thousands of people against this move. We'll have to wait to see how far the pardon goes. It's likely to be a partial pardon, and on the condition that if those members of the Catalan government convicted commit the offences again, they could go back to jail.
Sarah, thanks very much. Sarah Morris, a correspondent speaking just there.